Good evening, Christopher Brock, and welcome to another segment of Madness Minute. I'm your host, Nazi Spofford, and today on Madness Minute, the top stories include Yellowstone's 150th anniversary, Mardi Gras shenanigans, and more. But first, I almost forgot, we need to explain how this show works. We will be reporting on the top stories of the week in full detail with our fan favorite anchors, Fancy Pants Overpack and Joe Bob Johnson. But with a twist. Instead of like any other boring newscast with unmoving anchors and bland stories, our show has wacky, crazy, need-to-know stories told by enthusiastic anchors who are professionals, sorta. During the show, random items are thrown and given to our beloved anchors to try and distract you, or perhaps help you, but don't lose focus. Pay attention to as much as you can because there will be a short quiz at the end of the show, so make sure you give our precious anchors the attention they deserve. Are you ready? Let's get into it then. Let's take it on over to our darling anchors. Fancy Pants?
Thank you, Snazzy, for that lovely introduction. Did you know that Yellowstone National Park is in Wyoming? Because I didn't. Now, Joe, why do you think it's in Wyoming?
Because Wyoming's a pretty cool
Wrong answer! It's because it's actually in Alaska, not Wyoming. See, Wyoming isn't real, okay? If you think Wyoming is real, you're out of your mind. Now, Yellowstone is celebrating its 150th year of being open to the public. The national park is 3,472 square miles, or 2,222,766 acres of land. That is bigger than the states of Delaware and Rhode Island combined, and also almost as big as Joe Bob's mother.
Excuse me?
What?
Fancy Pants, you know my mom has diabetes.
I know that, because I gave it to her.
Why would you give her diabetes?
Because,
That's
Sarah,
a lifelong disease.
I am the diabetic man. I spread diabetes to all the parents around the world. Now, this breathtaking sight dates back 11,000 years and was discovered by a veteran of the Lewis and Clark expedition, John Coulter. Coulter was amazed by the site's geothermic activity because of the geysers and volcanoes, so he told all of his little friends about it. When he told everyone about his discoveries, people started to nickname the park Coulter's Hell in light of the veteran explorer's discovery of what was seemingly a useless volcanic pit.
Speaking of things in the United States, my friends live in Louisiana, and over there it's finally that time of year again, and the Mardi Gras season is now in full effect. I didn't really know what Mardi Gras was until I saw some of my friends in Baton Rouge posting about how sad they were that they weren't given any beads at this year's Mardi Gras parade. I can't say I've ever been to a Mardi Gras event. Have you?
Yes. No, I've never been to a Mardi Gras event. I'm sorry, I'm just so into the festivities of it.
Yeah, you look a lot like you've been to a couple.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Maybe two in the last hour.
My cousin's friend is Louisianian. I think that's where I got this from.
You just inherited it, like, genetically?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's crazy. Like I said, I haven't been to a Mardi Gras event, so I haven't had the pleasure of being given any cool beads. But I know one little boy who has. Let's take a look. Now, that really sucks. I don't want to get it with beads.
You got beated.
Anyway.
In other news, in South Lake Tahoe, California, there was theoretically been a bear attacking more than 30 properties around Lake Tahoe in recent months. People in this area have hypothesized that this bear is massive, weighing in at around 500 pounds. They have nicknamed this bear Hank the Tank for obvious reasons. Some have also speculated that this bear might just be 3 bears in a trench coat. Since this is actually the best disguise in history, I am sure that if this trench coat theory is true, we will never find out. Just like how no one has found out about my true identity.
breaking news. The green M&M, who is undoubtedly the sexiest M&M, is no longer as sexy as possible anymore. She changed her shoes. She used to look like this. And now she looks like this. Can't believe they would do our girl like that. Oh my God, are you okay? Why'd you bring food in the
Joe!
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Newswise. Let's go ahead and get to those questions promised at the beginning of the show. Were you listening close enough to get all 5 correct? Let's see. First question, how big is Yellowstone National Park? Was it A, 3,472 square miles, B, 2 million square miles, or C, at least as big as your mother? That's right, it's 3,472 square miles. Next question, how many bears were in the trench coat hypothetically? Is it A, 1, B, 4, or C, 3? If you said 3, you're correct. Third question, what showed up first in this episode, the chicken or the egg? Is the answer A, the chicken, or B, the egg? And the answer was A, the chicken. In the very beginning of this episode, a chicken was thrown at me, and I still have it. Fourth question, what color were the beads thrown at Joe Bob's face? Is the answer A, green, B, purple, or C, periwinkle? That's correct. The answer is purple. And the fifth and final question, how much did the hypothetical bear weigh? So, is the answer A, 500 pounds, B, 20 pounds, or C, 1,000 pounds? That last answer for all the marbles and 2 slices of pizza is 500 pounds. Well, that's all I have for you today, folks, here on Madness Minute. Join us again next time where an entire shipment of shoes will be thrown simultaneously at the ever-breathing Fancy Pants overpack. See you next time, and don't get distracted because you're playing Madness Minute. Good night.